Hi guys, today we're gonna cover Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund for the Champions League. It was a very good match today. So I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. Real Madrid was gonna play a 4-3-3. The only thing to notice was that Vasquez was gonna play instead of Carvajal because Carvajal is injured, and Rodrigo was also coming back to the team. Borussia Dortmund, on the other hand, they were gonna play a 4-2-3-1. They had a couple injuries too, so it was good to see Gittens and Malen, and a lot of expectations for Girassi after all the goals that he has scored. So let's see how the match went. Real Madrid game plan was to have a Lister in the back, solid with Mendy. Valverde was gonna play as a holding midfielder. Bellingham was gonna play on the right with Rodrigo, and Vinicius and Mbappe were trying to beat the defensive line by speed. They were gonna press super high, as you can see right here, but the pressing wasn't as good, and that's why Modric and Rudiger there are talking to each other because they for the first 30 minutes they tried to press, they tried, but they couldn't even create something. It was really bad. Okay, so now what was Borussia Dortmund gonna do? They were gonna risk a lot because, as you're gonna see, Ryerson was gonna be against Vinicius all the time. Rodrigo was gonna be against Ben Sabini for many times on the first half at least. Mecha, he was gonna be against Bellingham, and Sabitzer with Modric, and Brandt with Valverde. So it was a lot of individual duels, and obviously Girassi with Rudiger and Militao. So it was a lot of duels, but they were gonna take that risk because they were also gonna press super high. And one of the best duels of the match was also Malen against Mendy because Malen, he really showed how vulnerable Mendy was gonna be, and Gittens, he showed how vulnerable Vasquez is. Because to me, Gittens had a great first half. Anyway, so when Borussia Dortmund was gonna defend, they could do this 4-1-4-1, but they could also do this 4-4-2. 4-4-2, yeah, like that. Because Brandt, he moves a lot, so it's just like that. But let's put it back like they were playing for most of the match. Alright, so then when Borussia was gonna attack, Malen was gonna come inside, Gittens was gonna open, Brandt was gonna be either to the left or to the right. But Sabitzer was gonna cover this side because Ryerson, he was gonna attack a lot, and he was also gonna stay here. So it was like a 2-3-5 when they were attacking, because they were covering all these sections right here. So it really worked out because they created a lot of chances in the first half. Okay, so let's put it back, just like that. But when Real Madrid was gonna defend or counter press, they were also gonna do almost like a 4-4-2. But obviously Vinicius, he could be here like a 4-5-1, but he could also be like a 4-4-2 because he was ready to attack, as he always is. After the 20th minute, Real Madrid was gonna attack a little more, and Gittens was gonna take advantage of Vasquez's back. But anyways, Real Madrid was gonna do this because Rodrigo was gonna have more freedom, so Vasquez was gonna try to go higher, like that. But even Mendy was gonna come a little higher. So this generated a lot of space behind here for Gittens and for Malen after the 20th minute. Alright, so let's leave it like that because Rodrigo had a lot of freedom for a couple minutes. But then at the 29th minute, Gittens passed it to Ben Sabini. He found Malen, but no one's seen Malen. Look, he has time and some space. He found Brandt. Brandt, he's gonna recover the ball right there, and Gisari is against Rudiger. But there's at least 5 people on Gisari. He found Malen with that great pass, and Malen scores the 1-0. So that changed the game completely, because Real Madrid was frozen at the time. A couple minutes later, Ryerson is all by himself. In the 33rd minute, he passed it to Malen. Now it's Malen against Mendy, but look at Gittens. Now, where is he against the two central defenders, but Vasquez now sees Gittens, but Gittens is faster. And by the time Malen crosses the ball, Gittens is already in and he scores a 2-0. So like I said before, Vasquez's back was really vulnerable there. So after those 2 goals, look at what Vinicius does. He passes to Bellingham, and Bellingham almost scores. But that changed the game. After the 35th minute or so, Real Madrid was attacking more. Now Rudiger is going to find Rodrigo, but Ben Sabini, he follows him. So Rodrigo is not as comfortable, and then he's gonna hit the post, the crossbar, and then Bellingham gets the bounce. And then on the second try, Bellingham also misses. And then Mbappe's gonna get the ball, and there's gonna be two defenders on him. So, but Modric is gonna help. You can see him right there. But that's when Brandt notices that Modric is all by himself. He's trying to help right there, as you're gonna see. But then he almost scores an own goal. Luckily, the goalkeeper got it. But like I said, those were really dangerous moments for Borussia Dortmund. Here now the pressing for Real Madrid was much better because everything was coordinated. At least everybody was like at least 1v1, and so you can see right there everybody's covering somebody. And this is how the Borussia Dortmund the first corner kicks. The only one man marking was Mecha with Rudiger. Rodrigo and Valverde, they were outside the box when they were attacking, and this is how Real Madrid defense corner kicks. They go by zone, as you can see right here. And that was the first half. So please, if you find any value, please subscribe to the channel. Anyway, so in the second half, now Borussia Dortmund was gonna play a 4-4-2 because they were defending more, especially Malen and Gittens. But also now Vasquez, he was gonna attack more, and Bellingham was gonna move to the left. So it was like this. So he could go in the inside or the outside of Rodrigo. At the 51st minute, look at Modric, just with that pass, it leaves Mendy alone, and then Mendy is gonna cross. But luckily, Schlotterbeck is gonna kick it away. But then Vasquez is in the back, and the goalkeeper makes a good save. But that was the first try for Real Madrid in the second half. On the second try is Vinicius and Modric in this corner kick. Modric gives it back, but Vinicius is 1v1 against Brandt. And look, he doesn't want to make a foul, and now there's at least 5 people there. Vinicius finds a way. So because of that, Sahin, the coach of Borussia Dortmund, he decides to take out Gittens for Anton, and Anton's gonna be here between Sule and Schlotterbeck, just like that. But now Brandt was gonna play on the left, so it was like a 5-4-1, as you can see. But this sent a message to the team that Borussia Dortmund, they were gonna defend, that they were scared, and they started to waste a lot of time, especially with the goalkeeper. But Real Madrid was pressing super high now, as you can see that right there. But also now notice that Rodrigo had more freedom, and Vasquez was attacking more because he didn't have to defend anybody now. Gittens was gone, so Vasquez had a lot of freedom. And that's when Real Madrid started to have a lot of chances. So look, on the 59th minute, you can see Vinicius against Brandt again. Obviously Vinicius is gonna find Vasquez with that pass, but no one's on Vasquez, look. And there's at least 2 guys on the right hand side. He passes it to Militao. He doesn't know what to do, so he passes it to Bellingham. Bellingham's gonna shoot. But on the bounce, Mbappe finds the ball. And that's Mbappe against Schlotterbeck. But look, Rudiger is in the middle, nobody's on him. Nobody's defending that, and then Rudiger is just gonna score the 2-1. So, but just a couple minutes later, you can see that Modric sees a huge space between Schlotterbeck and Anton. Mbappe sees that space too, so he places himself there. Schlotterbeck kicks the ball away, but it bounces to Vinicius, and Vinicius scores a 2-2. So at that time, the match was crazy, because it was all in Real Madrid's favor. Then Borussia Dortmund made another substitution. Gross came in for Malen, but he was gonna play here, and Savic was gonna play on the right, just like that. But now Real Madrid was attacking a lot, just Valverde and Modric 2-2, and these guys all were attacking, because Borussia was defending and they couldn't get out. Then Camavinga came in for Modric, but Camavinga was gonna do the same that Modric was doing. But I would say that it was more like a 4-4-2, like this. And now Rodrigo and Bellingham were switching positions a lot. So you can see him here or here, depending on where they were at the moment, because then they had to defend. So it was like a 4-4-2. Then Beier came in for Mecha, because I don't know where he left. He was playing so good, but he was gonna play on the right. So Zero was gonna be here, and then Ryerson. He was gonna leave too for Chan, but Chan was gonna play on the right. I've never seen him play there. I don't know why he did that. But anyway, that was a really bad move too. Because it was just like this, like a 5-4-1, but that didn't work. And Bellingham and Rodrigo again, they switched back. Well, now it's gonna be here. And Rodrigo again, a lot of freedom. Alright, so on the 81st minute, Beier passed it to Chang. Both just came in. He sees Brandt, but he's not able to pass it. He wasted a couple seconds, and then he passed it to Brandt. Brandt has two people there, but his pass is not good. He misses that, but Beier recovers it, and then there's two guys there. He's able to shoot, but he misses that goal. But what happened? And then, 20 seconds later, Rodrigo gets a pass. Schlotterbeck is there, but there, the ball does not get out, as you can see right there. And he comes back. He's gonna pass it to Vasquez. Alright, so Vasquez is gonna pass it to Mbappe, but Brandt is trying to defend, and on that bounce, Vasquez is gonna outrun them, and he's gonna score the 3-2. So it was all Real Madrid at the time. Then Tchouaméni came in for Rodrigo, but Valverde now he was gonna play here, just like that. Alright, so now on the 85th minute, it's Chang against Bellingham. Bellingham gets the ball back. Sabitzer wanted it, but obviously Chang couldn't pass it. But now Vinicius is just running, and obviously Chang is never gonna get him, even though Chang just came in. You can see in his face that he just gave up at that point. So now it's Vinicius against Sule. Alright, 1v1, and obviously Sule is also slow, and Vinicius is gonna score the 4-2. It was a good goal. Alright, so then Guller came in for Mbappe, and Ceballos came in for Bellingham, and they were gonna have this information just like that. And on the last play of the game, we're gonna see that Kroos cannot get the ball from Guller. Guller passes it to Ceballos. Ceballos finds Vinicius, a really short pass between the lines. Then Vinicius against Sule and Kroos, but the ball bounces back, and Vinicius finds it. So now it's Vinicius against Anton, 1v1. Anton's supposed to be fresh, but no. Then Vinicius goes to his left, and he scores the 5-2. So that was game over for Borussia Dortmund, but great game. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and please consider subscribing. Thanks.